Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Ready?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance flush to his right. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
On play action, Lance will get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Cowboys at 2-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Ready.
Now Lance. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. So move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
On fourth down, Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's go. 18, 5 in. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a play fake. Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on third down to Charbonnet. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Lance going to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Lance now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Lance to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lance again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Ready?
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time, And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off play action. Daniels.
At the 39-yard line.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On third down, Daniels. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw. Daniels. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Again, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Washington.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action. Daniels. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
19, Tiger, 19.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready?
On first down, Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. Give them 18 on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Back to throw again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits.
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the Commanders' 27-yard line.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
18, right in.
Off the play fake. Daniels escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back 60.
Throwing again. Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Lance. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the option, here's Vaughn. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Shot, 17. On the ball.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Lance now on first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And McLaurin in the motion man right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 40-yard line. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now they Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And out of bounds right around the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. He's got room to roam, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lance looking to change it up. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change?
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Washington.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Getting 1 blue on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Pause red.
Lance looking to throw. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd down.
Slide 2.
Now Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's caught inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
25 yards. First down, Washington.
throwing on first down. Daniels. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Commanders. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.